Hey guys, you ready to learn about static nails? I am really excited for today's video because I'm finally trying static nails. They are the most expensive press-on nails that I've tried. So in this video, I'm gonna go through everything from what makes them unique, what hopefully justifies the price. I'm gonna compare them to all of the other brands that I've tried, and I'm gonna show you how I apply them and then also do a review at the end for how long they wear. So this video will be filmed over a couple weeks because they claim that these nails can last for up to 18 days, which is unheard of. I have never had a set of nails last that long. I'm really excited for this. I've been wearing press-on and glue-on nails since last October, so I would say I'm pretty experienced at this point. I've tried a lot of different brands. I've tried the Kiss glue-on and press-on. I've tried the Impress press-on, which was a collaboration that they did with Rebecca Minkoff, and it was not good. I would say that those were probably my least favorite of the bunch because they were so small, and I do have wider nail beds. So they just didn't fit, and then they also started popping off really quickly, which was really disappointing. I've definitely had my fair share of mishaps with Dashing Diva, but those are my favorite press-ons that I've tried, and I would say for the most part, that's what I wore for the majority of last year. I also have a video of me applying them if you want to see that here. I will link it below as well. I've also tried Clutch and Kiss, and for glue-on nails, I actually really enjoyed both of them. So of course you have a few that always will pop off, so when I'm wearing glue-on nails, I always keep the glue in my purse, so if I'm out and about and the nail pops off, I can just glue it back on. Static nails are definitely the most expensive of the bunch that I've tried. They range from $14 to $16, and for that price, I'm really hoping that they do hold up the longest. Yes, it's less expensive than if you were to get acrylics or a dip manicure, but the whole point is you're doing it at home. The fact that they also last up to 18 days is really impressive because that would definitely justify the price. That's almost a full term of an acrylic set for me. I usually can last 3 weeks or so. They also say that these are reusable, and so do the other brands, but honestly, by the time I'm done wearing them, usually at a week, they don't look good. They're kind of trashed. So it'll be interesting to see how these wear. And then they also come with 24 nails in a set. So you could potentially get 2 full manicures out of this set. So that's okay. I think that justifies the price to me. So a fun fact about static nails is the founder was 21 when she started the brand, and it looks like it started in 2017 from what I was able to research online. So that's pretty cool. That means she's still in her early 20s and she's killing it. I mean, these were picked up in Sephora first, and then I actually bought a pair from Nordstrom, and I ended up returning them because the color was completely off from the picture to what showed up. And then also, honestly, these look different in person as well. I saw that they were on Urban Outfitters, but they only had 3 sets on there. So I would say if you do want to invest in these nails, you do have to purchase them from their site, which I don't love just because they do charge you $5.95 for shipping, and I hate paying for shipping. Like, I will do anything to avoid it. But for my first time trying these nails, I didn't want to buy 4 or 5 sets and hope that I really liked them, because that's a pretty big investment for nails that you might not like, just to save $6 on shipping. Something that's interesting about these nails is they claim that they will not damage your nails, unlike drugstore brands, so I'm very curious to see how that works. They say that their glue bonds like an acrylic, but then it dissolves over time, so that's how you're able to easily take them off without any glue residue or damage to your nail. That is very intriguing to me because I definitely have damaged nails, and later in the video you will see as I zoom in on them when I'm doing my application, my nails are not pretty. I always have something on them to hide them because they're just very weak. They flake easily. My cuticles right now are just super dry and going crazy. I don't know what's going on, but I seem to always have a hangnail or just dry around my nails, and so my regular nails are not cute. But I actually found that I like press-ons more than getting a dip because I have 100% full control over the thickness and the shape with the press-ons, which when I would get dip, you know, you're stuck with it for 3 weeks. You paid a substantial amount of money, and sometimes it's just not that great. So yeah, of course you can file it at home, but I just found that even when I would file it at home, I can't get the shape as nice as when I do press-on. So I actually prefer press-on nails. Another unique claim that Static Nails has is that their nails will fit anyone from a 13-year-old to a drag queen. And if you're not sure if they'll fit your nails, you can take a picture of your hand and email it to them, and they'll let you know if they think they'll fit you or not. But I think that's really cool, especially for someone like me with wider nail beds. where you just never know if they're gonna fit you right. And these are expensive. This is an investment to me. So I think it would be nice to know before you pay $6 shipping if the nails will fit you right. They also say that you can do everything in these, from gardening to changing a tire to even just regular hair maintenance, like washing and drying your hair. And they say that hairdressers can also use these because they're not gonna wear off with water like a lot of the other press-on nails do. They say that you can use cuticle oil with them, which I've been afraid to use with any other brands because I didn't want to weaken the adhesive. For some reason, I was thinking that the glue in the nails is similar to like if you have eyelash extensions where you just want to keep them away from oil so that they last longer. But it's interesting to see that these say you can use them with cuticle oil because I haven't been doing that with the other nails. And that's probably why my nails really don't look that good. So they really do emphasize that you should not remove these prematurely. They say that you can really damage your nail. It's just not worth it. Just let them wear off, and you want to leave them on for a minimum of 4 days. They do say if you apply a really thin layer, you can remove them after 1 day, but they do suggest to wait for 4 days to really try to take them off. So when you do go to take these off, you don't have to soak them in acetone or do anything crazy like that. They say that they should come off easily if you just try to pry them off. And if they don't, you can soak them in as hot of water as you can stand and then just keep trying to peel them off. It just kind of helps loosen the nail and just get them a little bit more pliable. And then if that doesn't work, you can take one of the other nails and like kind of pry it off. So you know how they do that at the nail salons? You can do that with these. So this honestly makes me a little scared to put these on because what if all of them come off except one and then I'm stuck with one nail because I'm afraid to take it off? Like, I don't know, it just worries me. Okay, so let's get into the application video. I just finished and they look beautiful. I actually feel like I don't really need to do anything to the shape, except the thumbs are very long for me. So a couple thoughts. Once it's on. So you can't really get that nail off and adjust it. So that was challenging because once you press it on, then you can't really see if it's pointing in the right direction. So if you notice, this nail is a little bit crooked and it's not that noticeable, and honestly that even happens at the nail salon sometimes, so that's fine. I got a lot of glue all over my fingers, so if you saw in the video there were some parts where it was like stuck together and I had to pull my fingers apart. The shape and the length is definitely going to take some getting used to, but the color is actually better than I was expecting. It is really natural and I probably would have never chosen this, but it's pretty. And I think that these do look like high quality nails. I think that out of every other brand that I've tried, they definitely look the most expensive. So that's good. I feel like they are worth the price. They are very curved. So if you have flat nail beds like I do, they might be uncomfortable for you. Like I probably will have sore fingers for the next day, which has happened before with other brands too. That happened with Clutch. So it's just the nail is too arched. And so it just kind of like sucks your finger in on the sides, and that's not the best feeling, but it does adapt. I also couldn't get the glue to spread out evenly along these nails. I think if the nail wasn't clear, I wouldn't even know, because they do feel pretty secure on my fingers, but if you look closely, you can see that there's definitely a hole, like an air pocket underneath. So we'll see how long these last. And then final thoughts are, the glue is definitely different than the other glues from the other brands. It's more thick. So this glue definitely feels more like a gel than a watery glue, but I like how quickly it dried. I didn't feel like the nails were sliding all over the place when I was putting them on. You just have to be really precise right away. But we'll see how these wear, and I will report back over hopefully the next couple weeks, not within the next day or so if one comes flying off, but we'll see. So I'll check back in. Okay, so it has been 2 weeks or 14 days since I filmed that last video, and I have some final thoughts for you. So overall, I'm very impressed. So I love that I didn't have to shape them. They're just beautifully shaped. So these were the round, I have one left. I'll get into that, but these were the round shape, and next time I'm definitely gonna try the square shape and see how long they are, because these were a little bit long for me just compared to what I normally do. So if I were to do them again, I probably would shorten the nails. I just wanted to see how long these would last without touching them. I thought that because the pinky was a little bit rounded when I put it on, my finger would feel sore the next day, like with some other glue-on nails, but it actually was fine. My nails really adapted to these. I liked how strong they were. They didn't bend. Some of them are nice when they bend because they do feel really natural. These definitely feel more like acrylics, like you're wearing a tip on your nail. But I felt like they were really secure, and really I didn't lose any until Sunday. So they lasted 5 days without one popping off, which usually I will lose at least one the first day and then glue it back on, and then I'm good for a few more days with other like drugstore brands. But with these, they lasted 5 days, no problem. So that was really impressive to me. And then when they did come off, they didn't come flying off. I actually had to peel them off, and I found that my nails underneath were fine. They didn't have residual glue, and I didn't feel like I ripped off a few of my layers of nail when I was removing them. So that was nice. You could kind of see where the glue was applied underneath the nail. Like it didn't spread out seamlessly, but that happens with all of the glue-ons I've ever tried. Even Dashing Diva with the press-on, you can still see the press-on tape underneath. So I think if you were to get a color that wasn't quite as see-through, then that wouldn't be an issue, but these were a little bit transparent. So when I finally did lose a nail, it was when I was washing my hair. So I just finished washing my hair in the shower, which they say if you want to remove them, you should get them in really hot water. And then I was actually just pulling on really tight leggings, and my thumbnail came off, and it was totally fine. It didn't hurt. It was just like, oh, it popped off. But I was able to find it and salvage it. Like the nail is definitely reusable. And then I ended up taking off my pointer fingers because you know when you have a gel manicure and like you're running your hand through your hair and it's ready to come off, you can tell because it's starting to pull on your hair from like the side by the cuticle. That was happening with these, so I just took them off and glued them back on, and they were totally fine. The color did peel, just like with Color Street nails, and it happened with Color Street and it happened with Clutch. So I think it's just the glue on nails. It doesn't happen with Dashing Diva, so they must have some different type of way that they put the gloss on, but it didn't affect the color of the nail, just the glossiness. And it didn't happen until about a week into wearing these. My purple shampoo does not stain these. You'll notice that some of them do have some black on them when I show you up close after pictures, and that's because I was using a brand new black washcloth yesterday when I was cleaning my house. So yesterday, most of them were ready to come off, so I just lifted them off. It wasn't hard. I left one on for this video so I could just kind of show you, like this one's ready to come off. So I would say 2 weeks for me was a pretty good time frame for these nails. They say they last up to 18 days, so 4 more days from today. And I think they could have done it. I think I could definitely glue them back on. So for my first time using them, that's actually really good. I think that these are definitely reusable and they're definitely worth the money. And I was able to salvage one of the thumbnails. The other one, actually, I broke in half when I was just kind of playing with it. When you do go to take them off, it really wasn't bad. It didn't damage my nail, and the only one that left any sort of glue residue was this thumb, and I think it's just because it wasn't ready to come off. So those are my final thoughts on static nails. I think that they're definitely worth the price. I will definitely be purchasing more of these. I think out of all of the nails I've tried, I love the glue the most, so I might just restock some of the glue. I think I'm gonna try using this glue with the Kiss nails and see how that does, because I do think that the glue is really amazing. I like how it didn't damage my nails, and I liked how it didn't leave a residue on my nails. I also felt like the nails were just really strong and secure. So I like them. I think they're definitely worth a shot. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I am a big fan of static nails, and I will definitely be doing these again. See you next time.